Hello, you guys, and welcome to your April 2023 forecast, your look ahead, your pick a card reading. I apologize that this is a bit delayed, but hopefully we can still break down the majority of April for you when you see this. So we've got group 1 here, group 2, group 3, and group 4. As always, if you feel drawn to more than one, go ahead and listen to all that you feel drawn to. If you don't feel a strong pull or draw to any of these, then this may not be your reading. Timestamps are in the description box below. Please remember to only take what resonates, leave anything that does not. These are still general readings, yeah? Also, please remember that the only way to get a personal reading with us is to email us frequencyoftheheart@gmail.com, okay? We will never reach out to you to solicit readings. Thank you so much for all of your appreciation. Thank you so much for being here, for your connection, for your donations, for your love, all of it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we will go ahead and start with group 1. Hello and welcome, group 1, to what does April 2023 have in store for you? Very nice energy, inner wisdom, intuition. You could be learning, especially learning connected to your intuition, trying out new gifts or new things that you feel drawn to or called to. You could hone a skill in this area. You could hone an area of focus here. Some of you could be learning how to pull your intuition into manifestation. Some of you could be learning about past lives, tapping into the energy of your past lives here. Many of you have a lot of past life energy here. Renaissance era sticks out strongly with this particular image. You could be finding that life almost becomes predictable by how strong your intuition is during this time, which is very interesting. Let's see what else is going on for you in April. This month, April 2023. What else is going on for you guys? Group 1, please and thank you. What else is going on for you? Group 1 in April 2023 this month. Nice. Yeah, you do seem to have earth energy here. You could also be focusing on service, on providing service, even with your intuition or with what you are learning. This can also be connecting to, an offer that wants to come in but has been slow moving or is slow moving. There could also be an energy around you that has been very slow moving. Even if they're not directly in earth energy, an earth person, there could be someone here that's just moved slow. This is Pisces, can also be our Gemini, Cancer people, Scorpio. It's very watery energy. And this is definitely our earthy people, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This could really take forever, and you could know that. You could have to be detaching from something that takes a long time here in April. And listening to that inner wisdom and trusting that and understanding that. And I hear kind of taking your losses or cutting your losses here. Yeah. This very slow-moving energy could be very deceptive. They could lie. They could manipulate. They could be running from themselves. They could be very hidden. You know this. You've always known this. Could be third-party energy. You're deciding to separate from something here. Intuitively, you understand that. You also understand maybe that this isn't somebody's intention to keep you waiting or to move slow or to, be deceptive, but that's the energy they're in. That's what they're vibrating to. Anything else here, please and thank you. For April. Nice, yeah. Nostalgia, memories, maybe even sweet memories. This can also be about an exchange here, an exchange of giving and receiving emotions and love. and reflecting on your own childhood, your own path. Some of you, this is a bit of a healing journey, okay? I get you tuning into water energy strongly in April, just within yourself. So the emotions, the intuition, dreams, you know, this energy of, yeah, your empathy, your compassion, your just your feelings, the water element here. I do feel that you're leaving. I don't know why I feel like, I don't know where that came from now that I look, but it just feels like you are leaving this, or not waiting for this slow moving energy connected to the Seven of Swords. It feels like you are kind of mundanely detaching and being like intuitively just knowing and realizing, yeah, no, it's time for me to move on. It's not like you're enthusiastic about it. Anything else going on in April? Okay, so there is an understanding here about how everything is connected, and it could be directly related to this situation, to this person, to this offer, to this situation. It has not been clear. This can be your realization, this can be theirs, this can be both, okay? You could both have this realization. For you, you could, you know, be understanding that. You've got the red book there. Hopefully they will too, but it's hard to say. This energy has really been around though. So the collective here is really on, we're on a page together. Anything else in April for group 1? Some of you, it's just there's burden, you know, there's hard work. Some of you like this hard work because it's something creative you've been wanting to finish forever. For others, there's just some challenges and having to deal with all of this energy. It creates challenges, it creates a hard, burdensome energy, a lot of hard work. Yeah, it makes you feel trapped, perhaps, disempowered. You feel like your voice, thoughts, you are disempowered. You could feel like something's old, like you've outgrown it. There's the interest here, the curiosity. Could be in divination, paranormal, metaphysics, spiritual work, something like this. You could be feeling like you're not, you know, able to explore it as much, or on the contrary, you could feel because of this imprisonment and this energy you're dealing with, that you're pushed even harder to explore this. And there's a reason for that, to explore that paranormal energy. I see a lot just while I'm shuffling, you know, that has to do with heartache, heartbreak. Things are really being exposed, though. That's really strongly in the energy right now. So I think you guys have been through, you know, a lot, but you are going to start to get the truth, the clarity here. There they are again. I saw them earlier in the deck too. It's interesting. This is, you know, again, earth energy. Could have to do with your work, job, career. Could be that if there's an earth sign, you could be dealing with that earth sign, right? It's funny, they say loyalty, but it looks like it's more of a future thing if they're the same person with the Seven of Swords. Could be that they're, you know, I mean, somebody here has a realization. Could also be two different people. I mean, there's that Tauran energy, you know, I mean, this is somebody who matures, who hones their psychic abilities here, who develops them. I mean, it could be you. It could be you feeling, moving on to the next thing, putting up your boundaries, listening to your heart, honing your psychic abilities, if you know, call it that. Maybe coming into a more rich atmosphere with your money and abundance, you know, something like this. Anything else here for group 1 that's happening in April? Thank you. April will be a month of plenty, I hear, for you, group 1. Oh my gosh. Look at all these earth signs and earth energies. This could be a new endeavor, a new way of making money, a side income, side hustle. This could be a new curiosity. a new relationship. This could be something rekindled, something new altogether. Reliability, loyalty, servitude. Some of you are really interested in this earthy energy, in the pentacles. Yeah, decisions. You're going to be faced with an important decision in April if you haven't already been. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at your current challenge. Group 1. No, not current, but just more your challenge in April. Group 1, what is your challenge in April? I feel like it's probably to make a choice. Your challenge is to get through, get over, to heal, to progress without suppressing heartache and heartbreak here. Probably not to let it rule you. Same, not to let depression, sadness, feeling down and out rule you, to find some kind of silver lining or balance with all of that, okay? To feel inspired enough that you actually want to explore options and look at what those might be. To find where there are options, where there is possibility, where there is hope. These could feel like a bit of challenges for you in April if you're dealing with heavy decisions, emotions, leaving something or someone behind here, or dealing with the deception of something or someone, you know. Yeah, dealing with the transition. So the transition itself, the death of something or someone, it's themselves. I would say more the death of something. Sorry, to word it the other way. It's just more a death of a situation, a transformation. Taking the lessons, you know, finding the hope is part of the challenge. Looking at the options, the opportunities, the pathways. That's really the challenge. Knowing what to do as well, and also learning from it all. Learning from it all. And what is the advice for you? What is the advice for you in April, Group 1? What is the advice for you in April, Group 1? Please and thank you. I do feel like your money situation, it looks good for the most of you, for the most part. I feel like it could increase or improve, especially if you choose to drop some kind of burden off here. What is your advice in April? Yeah, your advice may be to move, to let something complete. This could be an energetic or physical move to let this big karmic cycle close out finally. Freaking finally. To release yourself from these attachments. To accept defeat in a situation. And this is almost a relief to accept defeat in a situation here. And that's also when you know it's really time to accept it. You know, to re-alive yourself here, to move into feeling more inspired again in life, to opening up again to life here, freeing yourself, freeing something, freeing someone, moving into just the new mindsets, new learning, new communication, and really, really releasing and relieving these old attachments. They are old, they're worn attachments now. It's not about time, but the feeling, you know. There's new things calling you, and you might not see exactly what they are yet, but they are there. Okay? I feel like somebody is not really your friend. They don't have your best interest at heart, which might be really hard to understand. But it might be really important for you to understand and see that this person could be earth and air energy combined, or it could be a situation. It's really time for you to put your foot down and say enough's enough. Your intuition knows this, but your logic might have to work with your intuition to override some emotions. You want to move towards something, I think, more stable. Something that has to do more with your growth, career, money, home. Okay? Redefining your dreams here. There's going to be other offers that come into you guys. I mean, that come into your life. You just don't know it yet. And it might not be even what you're focused on now, but it is the reality. So group 1, that's what we have for you. We wish you a lovely April. I hope this pans out well for you. You're actually looking really solid. You just got to navigate some of this, but I think you're already doing that. So much love and take care. Hello and welcome group 2. Let's go ahead and see what April 2023 has in store for you. Beautiful energy. 21 the world completion. Finally completing some shite, some stuff here. Funny, group 1 had this as a secondary energy. Yours is the main energy. So this is a big one for you guys. But it does seem to be around during this time, this completion energy. You could really be relocating or making a move. You could be changing it up. This could also be, you know, relocating internally or with a relationship. Doesn't just have to be with your home. Could be reconnecting with animals there, or creatures, or I'm hearing creature comforts too. I'm also hearing, you know, something with like your aesthetic here that you could be shifting or changing, polishing up, or you could be playing more with like makeup or colors or color therapy, or how you present yourself, something like about your visual here. Okay. You could be feeling quite stern, quite like, I'm not falling for that anymore, that bullshit. And it's helping move you forwards. You could also notice the animals were just really comfortable, extra gravitated to you, attracted to you, comfortable with you. You could feel extra connected to them as you go through this massive completion, move, change. Okay. So what else is going, you know, when I read, I swear sometimes I'm like, really? Because like, it's like we're constantly talking about closing a cycle, starting anew, like transition. But really that is like the era that not even era, that's the days that we're in for a long time. Like it's like this, just this constant, like, this constant ride, this constant journey. But I swear we must be going somewhere, yeah? Group 2, what else is going on for you in April? Please and thank you. This is a kind of I feel like this is a rejuvenation, a rebirth of something here from the past. More rejuvenation, like you feel like it's rejuvenated again. The energy of feeling determined, the energy of feeling motivated towards an independent path. Maybe this is entrepreneurship for you. Maybe this is something to do with psychic work even for some of you. But this can just be something that you've wanted to build. This can be focusing on your aesthetic, on your health, on your well-being, on your happiness, on building a stable foundation for yourself, you know, not working for somebody, or very independent energy, very motivated, very inspired. I love the Queen of Wands energy. It's really nice. And it came out in the past, so I really feel like in April there's some kind of a reignited spark towards that energy for you. A reconnection to, oh yeah, that's what that is, and that's how that feels. Group 2, there is progress being made, but yes, it can be a bit hidden sometimes, and sometimes it could feel like certain things are not worth it. Like they've just used your time. This could have to do with an earth energy here, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or it could have to do with a work situation or the way you were going about something before. I feel like you are a lot happier moving forwards into this more determined energy where you really listen to your happiness versus this energy of just focusing only on kind of the earthly concerns or the money. For some of you, you could be refocusing on creativity and less on the work that you were doing here before, for more with a money focus, which could bode quite well for you. The animals are really talking to you guys. I noticed there's this bird that's like new in the neighborhood at night. She's like, or he's like singing like crazy, and it's beautiful in the night, and I hear him so much right now. So I really feel like he's talking, like he's so conscious, you know. So definitely feel that could be. Anything else going on in April for you guys, please and thank you. I also feel like you're just moving away from things that aren't really working. They just could feel like they're sucking time, they're not really growing, or you could feel like you're running out of time, you know, like it's not happening, and you're just understanding, you know what, nah, I'm going to get rid of the situation, or I'm going to move on from the situation that's making me press myself into something unnaturally, and I'm going to work with myself naturally here more so, and what feels good for me to pursue and to hustle for. Anything else for group 2 in April? Ooh. Nice. Putting your foot down. Enough is enough. Being balanced, doing what you need to do. You could be budgeting. You could be being quite firm here. Quite firm. I feel like once you release something, you put your foot down, especially, and you're like, all right, no more bullshit. No more BS. I don't know if I could say that on YouTube, but no more. No more BS. Very logical, very clear. You could be trying to balance more your heart with your material manifestations instead of having to focus more on your material, or more on, you know, your heart, but sacrificing the material. You could be trying to balance that logically. Anything else going on in April for you, group 2, please and thank you. Group 2. Nice. Some of you are beginning the month more by resting, meditating, recovering. Could be recovering from a system of control, or you could be having assistance from a masculine energy here, kind of a container where you're able to recover within. What else in April for group 2? Please and thank you. Interesting. This energy could be more in your field than in your 3D reality, in your dreams, in your auric awareness, in your energy. This could either be you rising up into some form of emotional maturity, or this could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, who is, you know, around, but maybe you're not fully aware of it. Maybe they've been around for a minute even. It's almost like they've been watching you and waiting. Kind of a skeptical energy. Not skeptical of you, more skeptical of the people and the life, and like, where are you at now? Can you tell me more about this King of Cups, please, in April for group 2, please and thank you. Okay, so either this is like a friend, because they landed up here and she's looking up here. So either this is like a friend, or somebody you meet when you're out, or you notice when you're out, or somebody you become aware of when you get into this energy of joy or of community or celebration. Or somebody you think about. Maybe you think about this person, especially if they're water energy. You think about them and you pull them towards you without even realizing it, just by thinking of them from the energy of joy and celebration. It's like energetically they feel where you're at. That's interesting. I feel like there's a lot of people that could be after you or want you. And it's important to recognize how luminous you are this month and how extra like tempting you are somehow, and to not to just not give that away to anyone. You do your thing, but it's just watch for that, because I feel like people will do and say anything sometimes, you know. Very interesting about this King of Cups. It could also just be you rising into a more emotionally mature, you know, having more judgment that is more balanced or something as well. Anything else in April? Please and thank you. Yeah, more Scorpio energy, but it's really just, it's transformation. Your intuition is on point with all of this. You're taking the steps necessary through the unknown here. You're listening to that inspired action. You do have victory here, and you do have spotlight energy here. I don't know why you're upset about it, but you could just be upset about things that have happened. So it's hard to recognize or appreciate certain victories, because they could feel a bit disguised at first. It could also say, you know, you could be moving towards love. Something you love, someone you love, they could be moving towards you. If it is somebody from the past, you could be a bit like disgruntled still about the way that they were, or something went down. Anything else here, please and thank you. Yeah, again, you've got lover, you've got new love, renewed love, but I'd say new love. It could be renewed love though, but you've got that all over this reading. Honestly, the collective energy in April is strong. Like the individual energy, it's nuanced, but it's really similar. Like I'm feeling a lot of releasing the old when it comes to like relationships and coming into the new, you know. I mean, it's all over this reading, but it doesn't just have to be relationships. It can also be things we love, dreams we have, things we want to do in our life, you know, how we appreciate and love ourselves as well. Transition here. Some of you, I almost feel like some of you, if you want to, some of you are being really badass. This could literally have to do with transitioning, gender. Your intuition is guiding this, and there's a successful outcome to that regardless of what feels like it's happening, and you're just kind of shooting in the dark. That's really strong. Some of you, that could be motivating you to move. But that's, of course, only probably going to be for one person. Maybe two. Maybe three. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what your main challenge is in April. Some of you are leaving a long-term investment. It's old, heavy energy. And once you're out of it, you'll see that, you know. But what's your main challenge in April? Please and thank you. This could be moving. This could be traveling. This could be, you know, seeing someone abroad here. Or something about foreign affairs. This could also be something about a trip, or escaping a situation, escaping something, someone. Even just mentally escaping. What else is your main challenge in April? Interesting. Clarity. This has been a challenge for a while. But clarity, freedom, boundaries, happiness. I mean, all the ingredients that make the recipe come to life of clarity and happiness. Why is that a challenge? Why is that a challenge in April? Please and thank you. Could be feeling disempowered, like you don't trust yourself, like you can't actually see, like you don't trust that you're really seeing clarity and really seeing the sun. Life could be throwing some curveballs and it just feels confusing sometimes. And they don't have to be bad curveballs, but you know, maybe it's really hard to let go of something here that's been, you're having a really hard time. Could be having a hard time purging a friendship here. You could have a hard time letting go of something, and then you're blocking celebration, blocking new love, blocking, you know. But there's also a challenge to even tune into like, yeah, but why do I want those things? Because right now, maybe I just want to be freaking single and clear and on my own path, or, you know, whatever it is for you. Focused. All right, what is your advice? What is your advice in April? Please and thank you. What is your advice? I think it's time to redream your dream and to give up on something. Now, this doesn't mean you have to give up on a dream altogether. It just might be time to give up on the way that you were doing it, the way that you thought of it. It might be time to reformat that, okay? To see a reality as well, even if it might be a bit harsh. This energy comes out a lot tonight about kind of giving up on something or allowing it. It's already kind of giving up on its own, but it's like allowing that to happen. It might be just temporary, even if it doesn't feel that way. Yeah, you really have advice to release yourself. Release yourself. For real. Just to release yourself from things you don't want to grow anymore and aren't letting you grow. You have so much new energy that you're stepping into. You have so much available to you, and I don't think you even know it. And you're not going to know it until you really like unhinge and just, you know? Your main energy is the world. It tells you everything. You're becoming very real about things in your life, and that's a good thing. Any other advice for you guys? Please and thank you. Any other advice? You might need to give up on a masculine energy in your life, or something or someone who is very messy, very haphazard, very this act on their passions, but they're kind of like, I don't know if the right word, but is like aloof. It could even be interfering with your own dreams or hopes or wishes. Gosh, these readings are crazy to me. This is almost rekindling a past energy of looking at your options, the different things, and exploring them that you appreciate and want to do or explore. Things, ideas, inspirations, passions, movement, people even. Like it's like reconnect to that energy. That'll help you. So that you're not running, but you're moving towards, you know. So group 2, that's what we have for you. You also might need to communicate some stuff. Get it off your chest, okay? You might need to really look head on at the truth here. For real. There is also an increase coming for you, probably to your material world and your self-worth. It's just, you got to wait a bit. You don't have to wait, but I mean, there's a process. You might have already been waiting. The truth is really playing into that as well. It's really important to that, okay? And your healing. So much love, you guys. Thank you so much for listening, and take care. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your April 2023 look ahead. Okay. You guys are in the energy maybe of like, there's a few things here, like forgive me. Okay, you could feel fear of punishment. You could feel worried. You could just have excess fears or fears that are surfacing. It could be from religious trauma or religious boxes or things that have happened in life that have put you in a container. You could feel a bit fearful subconsciously. Could be about symbolism. You could just feel a bit not trusting. You could feel a bit suspicious, suspect of people and things, okay? I still feel like you're like, I'm sorry. Like there's like a feeling, or I've been hurt feeling, or you could be I almost get like a revelation from this. Normally, Knight of Wands is very protective of their passion, very mistrusting or guarded or suspicious or psychologically recovering sometimes. They could really protect their ideas. They could, be very just suspicious of people, and it's probably with good reason. But here, it's almost like with this image, like there's some kind of revelation, some kind of understanding. That is very interesting. There's almost a fear of punishment. Some of you have really been hurt by others here, or by someone recently, where it's like, you feel like you are bad, or you are, I don't know, it's like there's some real punishment trauma coming up, or like if you do this, you're going to be punished. Like there's a little bit of this vibe. Let's enhance on this. What's going on in April for you guys? Group 3, please and thank you. Let's enhance what's going on in April for you guys. Group 3, please and thank you. There's that detachment. Could be travel, overseas travel. Could be, gosh, you could be like, you could have been in like a long-term situation, or just a situation where you didn't totally trust yourself, or you disconnected from something that you really believe in, which was actually really helpful for you and useful to do and go through, but then you reconnect to it. You become suspect of that new belief, or that new thing, or that new person, and you are like reconnecting to something that you lost your connection with, and you're feeling shameful or bad or worried about getting punished or something. What else is going on in April for you guys? In the first part of April, some of you are dealing with like foreign energy and burdens or hard work around it, or you could be dealing with, love energy, but in the mental. Some of you, that's like astrology. You could be creating from your pain, finishing a project, a creative project, which could be hard to do because of the pain. So you could be changing your hair. Yeah, you could be in a very self-nurturing, childlike, fearful energy at times. You could be very, I want to say inner child wounds, inner child healing. Yeah, going through traumas of the past, replaying them, reliving them somehow. And that a new way isn't always, like trying to show you a new way isn't always a better way, but a new way can show you how to expand. And expansion is key. Expansion is the goal in a lot of ways. Some of you are dealing, with lack of resources here. But you could also be, getting rid of things or trying to clean up. This could be because of a situation about travel or long distance or foreign, or love here. Love on the brain, love is on your mind. And so something feels neglected here. A lot of hard work could be, coming through. I don't feel you working like tirelessly. I feel like you have space to, some of you could feel desperate to like pray, or to, you could feel desperate to reconnect. Could be reconnecting as well with a pet or an animal energy here, literally. feel like you're feeling nervous or afraid or childlike, or revelations are coming through, like you're having revelations. You're more the second part of the month. First part, it's a bit different. Whatever happens in the first part, it's like, it could be some chaos, arguments, fights in the first part here. Could have been dealing with that for a minute. Rivalry, as it says. Dysfunction even, family dysfunction even. There's this. This is almost, I mean, this is like the collective energy right now. You are one. Authenticity. So whatever is happening is just trying to crack you open to pull more of that authentic energy out. Which makes sense because that's just such a huge theme. It all makes sense. Yeah, some of you are sad, loss. But you're also changing your relationship. 555, you're changing your relationship to restrictions here. So something is really opening up for you. It could affect you, your money and stuff, but it may also just affect what is limited or restricted for you in general. Whether it's mindsets or relationships or viewpoints, Yeah, introspection. I do feel introspection here. Grief, loss, regret, as it says. You could feel isolated a bit in the beginning of the month especially, or the first couple of weeks. You could just feel in an energy of lack. Until you embrace and accept some sort of a truth, you may continue that way. And this may be a truth that you've been fighting that lives within you. Anything else going on in April for group 3, please and thank you. Okay, let's look at your main challenge. Let's look at your main challenge, group 3. Please and thank you. What is your main challenge, group 3? Please and thank you. Your main challenge could be having to fight through the unknown, having to fight through a lot of different things just being thrown at you, or to, fight through with your own ideas, even your own idea, your own creativity. This could even be, it's not typically a card of competition, but it almost feels like it could be. Any other challenges in April for you, group 3? It can also just be having to go through the unknown and trust it enough to fight for what you're fighting, through the unknown with. Having to kind of believe in it enough to do that. Yeah, again, the 6 of Swords energy, which is in your main energy, it's turning up as a challenge. This foreign, or this travel, or this foreign to you, or this, overseas, abroad, or escapism, detachment, avoidism, love, moving, going on a trip with someone that you are connected to, or escaping with them. This could be a challenge. This is boredom, discontent, not accepting emotional offers, especially if they're blurry. This could be journey, travel. So there's some kind of challenge in April around these subjects of travel, of movement, of moving. The unknown around that. Uncertainty, so you're closing up, not wanting to accept something in. Any other challenges in April for you? Please and thank you. Okay, what is the advice with these challenges? What is the advice? Please and thank you. What is the advice? Wow. That's some wicked advice. Clarify this advice. Group 3, please and thank you. Clarify this advice, please and thank you. Clarify this advice for group 3, please and thank you. Oh my. Wow. Oh my gosh. some of you, you're being advised to essentially reconnect to your, or even just to stay. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's break it down. Like, the devil is, it can be work, it can represent a toxic relationship, it can represent sexual chemistry, it can represent being bound to something, but we are technically keeping ourselves bound. It could be like a soul contract, it could be just a situation we have a hard time getting out of, or we don't see how we keep ourselves in it. Something you are bound into. It could also be work, because it does represent, it's Capricorn energy, it does represent work. It can also be restriction. But coming out in your advice sector, it's almost like there's some kind of a new start that comes around with the Page of Pentacles, or even a new person, or I don't feel like a new person energy, but a new idea, a new way of making money, a new start within a situation you're already in. Something is rejuvenated with there's an opportunity rejuvenated here with Judgment. Let's get more on this advice, please and thank you. More on this advice in April for group 3, please and thank you. The thing is something here, by sticking with it, it lifts your emotions. And this is within reason, okay? Because if you're addicted to, like, alcohol, that might not be the best thing to stay with because it lifts your emotions. But, and neither really is like coffee or whatever, but I don't know, there might be something that you can moderate here. Gosh. More to this advice, please and thank you. Oh my gosh, what even is this advice? Please, what is this? What is this? It's like once you let something... God, everybody has 10 of Swords tonight. That's crazy. It's like once we let something go, once we finally let it run its course and just give up and be defeated. It already wants to be defeated. We know that, but we've been struggling. We've been fighting something here. Once we do that, honestly, everything changes. And ironically, things that you thought you lost come back. And so much, it's like so much opens up for you when you do that. And your emotions don't even feel, it was the mental all along. It's like it wasn't actually in your emotional body, it was more in your mental. But why the devil for advice? Group 3, April. Why is the devil their advice, please and thank you? Okay, that's what I was wondering. Is the devil the thing that you've been invested in a long time, work-wise? Or like something that you were, in a contract to for a while, like creativity or an old relationship, or there's something here that has a potential to you have the reality to like create because of that energy, to earn more money or to improve money, to heal, to go forwards, not backwards, to express your authenticity and your truth. Like, for some of you, this is almost like a dream, or making income with a dream that comes back around, even though there's no dream cards. But you first have to let something go, or give up on something completely. And you'll feel the emotional freedom that comes from doing that, which is the crazy part. Wow, some of you have the, like, a real potential here. To create some stability or some money or something. Any other advice for you guys, group 3? What a strange, I don't know why, but this reading, I don't understand it like clearly for myself. So I hope it actually makes sense for somebody, because the advice, yeah, you are though. You're walking away from something, detaching from something emotionally. And it's almost like you're reattaching, or you're staying within something else that has more to do with the money or the creativity. It's like by walking away from this aspect of something, or this part or this thing, you reignite another aspect, part, or different thing that is connected to dreams or money, or how you move forwards in your life. It's like it balances things out. I feel like you stop feeling so like unsatisfied even. The devil as advice is really interesting to me, because it's really like staying bound, you know? But not staying bound, because the Ten of Swords is about giving up. I mean, it could be giving up to... No, yeah, it is like that. Oh my gosh. All right. Group 3, that's what we have for you. I really hope this gives you something. I hope you have a lovely April. I hope it makes sense. All the best to you. Take care. Hello and welcome, Group 4, to what does April 2023 have in store for you? Temperance, moderation. There is a process taking place. This is probably the most different message of all of them so far. Just going to say. But you have some kind of moderation taking place, a process of transmutation, perhaps. I want to say growth, okay? You've got protection around you as well, all right? A lot of classy, balanced energy here. Your emotions are moving from one place to the other, basically. Let's see what else is going on for you. You could be listening to a lot of Queen. Someone could be here. Probably not everybody. But a lot of music by Queen. All right, Group 4, April. What else is going on in April for you? Please and thank you. Decadence. I do get the word decadence as well. Moderation with decadence. 7 of Cups. They're calling it delusions here. The emotions could just feel really unclear, uncertain. Our emotional options could be blurry. You've had some hardship here in the past, some hard work, burden. Even tried to complete a project, perhaps. There's the habit, dependency. This energy in the past here. Feeling locked into something. Maybe in a toxic relationship or connection. Maybe hooked on to some kind of a vice, addiction. Could also just be work. Work could feel like this for you sometimes. Like it beats you up in a way, but you have to do it. You could have decided to give up at some point here. I feel like past energy coming into April for you. I don't feel like this is new energy exactly. Temperance, this waiting process and this moderation, it could be new. 7 of Cups, it could be in a different way. But these energies, it's like they've been with you. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Again, it's like you're pulled out of some kind of a long-term investment here. Maybe you weren't seeing rewards, or maybe you're still waiting on your rewards. Maybe it was moving too slow. Maybe you feel neglected because of that. 5 of Cups, regret, grief, loss, pain, emotional regret. Wow. I want to say in April, you could see yourself cleaning up from a situation, cleaning up from something. And you're just going through some feels, you're going through some feels with that. Especially if you invested a long time and you're pulling out. Patience, 3 of Wands. That's you, encouraging yourself at some point to look forwards, to look at your options, to explore different passions and possibilities. I don't look at 3 of Wands as like a patience or a waiting card, but in this deck it really could be like, yeah, you're waiting here. Okay, wow. You're literally coming into April with the energy of completion, but it's a secondary energy. So it's something that you've already gone through. This could be around a love situation. Could be moving away from that. I almost feel like the readings tonight are all linked. It's just like different areas in the timeline, which is crazy to me. This one is a bit more different, I guess, and so the last two, but the first two were almost identical, and even the last one was reminiscent. It's crazy when that happens. What else is going on for you guys in April? But this one's pretty different. It's just the world, for example, I think showed up in every reading in some context, which is the hugest completion in the tarot. You're in your feels, you're really feeling for somebody or something here. You could be really like getting more, you've got 7 of Cups, which is the opposite of clarity, okay? Yet when I look at these cards, it's like you could be getting clarity on a situation and feeling really bad about it, or really bad for it, or really empathetic about it, Very interesting energy. Yeah, you could be getting a message here. You could be getting a message from, somebody else, a water sign. Somebody could be offering you love. There could be new love here. It could come in. I feel like if it does, it's like already here, or it's coming in the first part of the month. You could have regret about being attached to something here too, engaging in a toxic energy or putting such strain and hardship on yourself. You could feel like a grief about that even with yourself here. That's possible. I felt like you were feeling it towards somebody else or towards something else, but it could be with yourself. What is your main challenge? You know what? Let's actually use a different deck. What is your main challenge in April? And then we'll get some advice about that. What is your main challenge in April? Please and thank you. Some of you could be moving with the world, or you're just completing a huge karmic cycle, a huge cycle of your life. Ooh. Hello, always, like always. I've avoided it every reading but this one. Okay. Look at this mess for real. Like, what mess is that? What is your energy? I don't know if this is like OCD energy, if it's like things are messy and you want to clean them up energy. I don't know. What is your main challenge in April? Group 4, please and thank you. Okay, it's the Hierophant. So this is about higher learning, higher knowledge. It can also just be learning in general. It can also talk about stereotypes like societal boxes, structures, hierarchies. There could be a challenge here. There can even be a legal element to this. But it's not a legal energy. It is Taurus energy. What else is your challenge in April? Please and thank you. Following your intuition. Releasing resentment. Forgiveness. Trusting yourself. Could also be a feminine water energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. could be also not resisting what you're learning, you know. Your challenge is timing. So temperance is your main energy, but your challenge is temperance reversed, which is getting things to move forwards. You may not be able to. Your challenge could, in a sense, be patience. Could be a decision. Could have a challenge moving forwards, moving on here from something in the past, and making that decision clearly. Anything else here, please and thank you. Anything else here? Challenges? Yes. The transition, ending, change of something, bringing things out of hiding here, trusting your intuition or feeling like you don't know what your intuition's saying. And for some reason, this new beginning is challenging. New idea, new passion, new project, new path, new movement. Why it's challenging, I don't know, because Ace of Wands is a great energy. But you may not interpret it that way. If you weren't wanting to go into the new, or you were still holding something, it might feel like you're not ready. Why is Ace of Wands a challenge? Could also be that it's a challenge to get to the Ace of Wands, to get to that fresh, new, you know, inspired beginning. What is your advice, please and thank you? In the month of April, what is your advice, please and thank you? 10 of Cups in reverse. Come out of the fantasy, of the delusion, of the illusion. Don't try to make everything okay, because it's not somehow. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That's interesting. This could be distancing from a feminine earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, though this could also be about filling some kind of a void. This could also be about not having materialistic pursuit. This could also be about opening up to your options. Stop trying to only, you know, be committed to this one option. Yeah, new energy, ushering in new energy. You might not know exactly where it's going, but kind of trusting the course. This could be a new relationship, new person, new connection. Could be new money. New idea that you want to build on. You're being called forwards in a sense, but you're like, yeah, but where does it go? Integration and balance is a part of this. Your inspiration is guiding you. Spirit is guiding you forwards. Whatever you call that is guiding you forwards. You just don't always know where that forwards is going to go, and that scares you sometimes because you have to let go in order to do that and take what feels like a gamble or a risk. But the serenity and the peace that you feel when you start to move forwards and on, I feel is really strong. What else is the advice for you, Group 4, in April? Peace. Choose peace. Choose peace for yourself. And balance your alone time, because you do need alone time and you do need introspection time. But try to balance that, you know, with socializing, with connecting, with being out in the world, you know, where it feels good and comfortable for you to do so. Any other advice? I swear one of these flipped over. Any other advice? Please and thank you. 9 of Pentacles, long-term investments and reward from those investments. Oh my gosh, every group had 10 of Swords. Yes, it's coming out in your advice later on, but it did for most people too. Advice, give up, let something go. It's time. It's time. Well, it's crazy how I've never seen everybody so synchronized. So either nobody's going to watch this and there's like 3 of you here and that's why, or we are so synced up right now. Whatever's going on in the world, it's got us synced, or rather what's going on in the stars. It's time to give up on these things that cause you anxiety. Look at this. 8, 9, 10 of Swords in a row. That is crazy energy. Oh my gosh. Wow. And even the order it's in, but wow. This is like really all these anxieties and trapped feelings, and they're leading up to a completion, an ending like this. This is just like, it's like a countdown, the final countdown, literally. Something has been unfair, unjust. It could be around an earth energy here. Or somebody could feel very disconnected with themselves, or you could finally get the truth here with something. Something could finally come out of hiding. Somebody maybe hasn't been connecting with themselves. I feel like anxiety can be connected to this earth energy. I feel like giving up on trying to get the truth, trying to get things fair, trying to get things balanced is important. And I feel like part of what's disempowering is the illusion and the not connecting with the self and the not getting the truth here with your own self. Or what's disempowering is getting that truth, and that's like, oof. Moving through your fear should be quite empowering. Wow. Okay. My gosh. Wow. Wow. But you guys, this is going somewhere for you. You got to just trust, for real. Like, this is going somewhere. You've got like very independent emotional satisfaction here. You've got beautiful stability. You've got mental clarity. You've got like fast incoming energy, inspiration, ideas, even messages, creative energy up the yin yang here, and even making money from that or stability from that, okay? You got to trust your path and walk your walk and do your thing and go through your emotions and your feels. Don't be afraid of them. Don't try to force anything. You can't make everything work here. You can't make everything happen here. You got to work with you in the end of the day. Okay? It's a waiting game. So much love to you, Group 4. I hope it made sense, and take care.